Treat every deal like someone wants to cheat you. There is a rule nobody teaches you about the real world, not in school, not in church, not in business books, but life teaches it anyway. The rule is this: every deal is a test of character, not just theirs, but yours. Because the moment money, time, or trust enters the room, human nature steps forward, and human nature is not always kind. Let's be real. Most people don't wake up planning to be villains, but many people wake up looking for shortcuts. And when pressure hits, when money gets tight, when excuses become convenient, that's when you find out who someone really is. Before we go deeper, if you value insights like this, real-life lessons that save you from expensive mistakes, like this video, subscribe to Motivora, and let's keep sharpening the way you see the world. Now let's talk about why you should treat every deal like someone might try to cheat you. Not because you hate people, not because you're bitter, but because you respect reality. Let me tell you a small story. A close friend once asked me for a little bit of money. Not a crazy amount, not something that would break me, but something I already had planned for something else. He gave me a date. He gave me his word. He gave me confidence, and I made a decision. I didn't lend him the money because I needed the money back. I lent him the money because I wanted to see something. I wanted to see how he treats small responsibility, because small responsibility reveals big character. I already knew something most people forget. If someone can't respect a small agreement, they will never respect a bigger one. So I gave him the money. The day came. Nothing. No message, no call, no apology, no update, just silence. A week passed, then two, then excuses started showing up. And in that moment, I didn't feel angry. I felt educated, because life had just given me a very cheap lesson. Months later, the same person came back. This time, the amount was bigger, the story was heavier, the need was more dramatic. But I didn't hear his words, I heard his past, and his past had already answered the question. So I said no. Not loudly, not emotionally, not disrespectfully, just calmly. Because trust is not built on promises, it is built on patterns. Now let me tell you the other side of the story. A stranger once asked me for help, someone I barely knew, no long history, no emotional connection. The amount was small, but what surprised me was what came after. He paid back, on time, no reminders, no excuses, no drama. And when a bigger opportunity came later, I didn't hesitate, because this person had already passed the small test. And that's the part most people miss. Big deals are not where trust is built. Small deals are. This is why you should treat every deal like someone might try to cheat you, not so you become cold, but so you become clear. Because clarity saves you from heartbreak, from betrayal, from bitterness, and from becoming someone who no longer trusts anyone. Let's zoom out. The world runs on agreements. Jobs, relationships, business, friendships, partnerships. All of it is built on one invisible thing: trust. And trust is fragile. It doesn't break when someone steals 1 million. It breaks when someone can't return 100. It breaks when someone misses a deadline and pretends it doesn't matter. It breaks when someone says I will and means I might. Here's the truth nobody likes to say. People don't show you who they are when things are easy. They show you who they are when it costs them something: time, money, comfort, convenience. That's when character steps on stage. So when you treat every deal like someone might cheat you, you're not being paranoid. You're being prepared. You write things down. You set clear terms. You watch behavior, not words. You measure consistency, not emotion. Because emotion can lie. Patterns don't. And let's be honest, the goal is not to catch people doing wrong. The goal is to know who deserves access to your right, your time, your money, your energy, your opportunities. Not everyone should have access to those things, and that doesn't make you selfish. It makes you responsible. Here's the deeper lesson. Every small deal is a filter. It filters out who is reliable, who is disciplined, who respects you, who respects themselves. And when you ignore those filters, life will teach you the hard way, with bigger losses, bigger disappointments, bigger regrets. So don't be offended when someone shows you who they are. Be grateful, because they just saved you from a more expensive mistake later. Let's flip the mirror for a second. This lesson isn't just about how you judge others, it's about how others are judging you. Every time you return something on time, every time you keep your word, every time you show up when it's inconvenient, you are building a silent reputation. A reputation that speaks for you when you're not in the room. And that reputation determines who trusts you, who helps you, who opens doors for you, and who bets on you when opportunities show up. People don't invest in potential, they invest in proof. So here's the real punch. Treat every deal like someone might cheat you, but live like someone who never does. Be the person whose word is enough, whose name carries weight, whose history speaks louder than their promises. Because in a world full of talkers, the consistent ones become rare, and rare becomes valuable. So the next time someone asks for something small, don't just look at the amount. Look at the opportunity, an opportunity to learn who they are. And the next time you make a promise, don't just think about the moment. Think about the reputation you're building for your future. Because long after the money is gone, long after the deal is done, your name remains. And your name is either trusted or avoided. If this message made you think differently, like this video, subscribe to Motivora and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Tell me in the comments, what's a small deal that taught you a big lesson? I'll catch you on the next one.